It's a great day at Gordo Marketing. This is Haas Sharifi. Thank you for joining me for this Altrua enrollment tutorial. We're going to start out by going to ahsapply.com. And once you are here, go ahead and log in with your credentials. Like so. And this is your broker portal. On the right hand side, these links are going to be information that will be helpful to you as the agent, so I definitely recommend going into these in your own time. These are the list of clients that you have enrolled on your platform. We're going to start out by clicking New Quote, and we'll just enroll a dummy client. Let's say that this client is a male. He was born November 20th of 1967. He is not a smoker. We'll just apply for an individual. Put the zip code that your client is in. We're going to go ahead and use the one that I'm in currently. Select the county and click this green button in the bottom right hand corner that says Get Monthly Contributions. The primary member will pop up, and you're going to put in his or her height and weight. We'll say that he's 6'1", 240 pounds, and you'll see why in just a second. This window is going to pop up. It's going to let you know that, hey, your member is a little under tall. We're going to charge him $15 extra per month due to his height and weight. Let's just go ahead and click OK and continue with the application process. These are the list of plans that you have available to offer to your clients. The cool thing about this is you can compare them side by side by checking these little boxes at the top right hand corners where it says compare, and then coming to the top left hand corner and clicking compare plans. Once you click that, it'll populate and it will show you the two plans or however many plans you selected side by side and the details about those plans. We're going to go ahead and go back, and let's enroll this client in a gold standard plan. We're going to click Create Applicant. It's going to let you know the first MRA, the second MRA, the non-affiliated, and the total monthly contribution amount. Click Create Applicant. Let's say that his name is Jason Test. His username is going to be Jason Test. His password is going to be set up for him. When you're entering their username and password, you are making these up for your clients. For their username, I normally suggest their first and last. As you see, his is Jason Test. The password, make it something simple that not only you, but also the member can remember easily. This email address, make sure this is correct, because in the case that you don't have the client's password written down or the client doesn't remember it, you can reset their password, but it's going to send them a link to this email address. I hope there is not a jason@hotmail.com, because he will be receiving an email from Altrua. Make sure they match. The CAPTCHA is not case sensitive. I know some of them are hard to read. To get around that, you can click these little arrow buttons up top, and it's going to regenerate a different one, and hopefully that one's a little better, or you can listen to it if you have headphones or a speaker on your computer. Come down here and type it in as you see it. And once you have, click register. It's going to say, thank you for registering with Altrua HealthShare. Please click OK to be redirected to the home page to log into your portal. Click OK. It's going to take you back to the page where it had all the plans. And as you see, this one is grayed out and it will not allow me to click on it, meaning move on. You've already done this step. Click the enroll button. And what this is going to do is ask you for additional information to complete your client's profile. Click OK. All right. The system will not allow you to move forward unless you have inputted all the required information on that page. So for example, let's go ahead and put Jason's address on here. He lives on 123 Easy Street, City, beautiful Noblesville, Indiana, 46062. Social security number, we'll make one up. Date of birth, he was born 11/20 of 1967. So let's not input the phone number just to see what happens. Click Save Changes. It's going to let you know, hey, please enter the phone number if you want to continue. Click OK. Just come down here. I'll just put our office number, 317-776-6770, and then click Save Changes, and it'll allow me to continue with the registration. Alrighty. It's going to ask you to provide information on the dependents you wish to add. If attempt to add a spouse or children and the system does not allow you to make the addition, this means you must update your contribution to enable you to add those dependents. If you need to update your contribution, click the back arrow on the upper left of this page and go back to that very first page we were on. Alrighty. As you see, since we were just enrolling an individual, it's not going to allow us to click children or spouse. So the only thing to do is click Next. Alrighty. It's going to ask for some general information. Is each person on the application a U.S. citizen? Yes, he is. Does anyone applying for the membership with Altrua HealthShare have any health or major medical coverage? We'll say he does not currently have any coverage. As you see down here, your rep ID and your name, the agent, will automatically populate, and this is how Altrua links the clients with the agents, and that's how you get credit for it. We're going to come down here and click Next to continue. These are the medical history questionnaires. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to click no to all of these just to make it a little bit faster. But if you were to have any yes answers to these questions, for example, has any applicant ever been diagnosed with any kind of cancer? Let's say that Josh was diagnosed with cancer, and he will have to come in here and put that information in here. If you had, let's say, Josh and a spouse on here and it only applied to one, of course you would put that person who it applies to on here. Let's just say no and continue on with the application. It's going to have about 3 to 4 pages of underwriting questions. As you see, I didn't answer number 12C. I have to go back and click, whoops, on one of the answers. Click Next. All these will also say that this person is very healthy, and continue to click Next as we see fit. This page will let you review your answers and just make sure everything was accurate that you've inputted so far. Double check all your answers, and if you did answer yes to any of the questions, those results would be in here as well. It would tell you who it applies to for each question. Scroll all the way down, click Next, the bottom right hand corner. This is going to be a summary of responses. Membership limitations: a specified medical condition for which medical needs arising from or associated with the condition are not eligible for sharing. An associated condition is one that is caused directly and primarily by the medical condition that is specifically not eligible. That was a little bit of a tongue twister, sorry. Scroll all the way down, make sure you review your answers again, and if you had any limitations, they will be on here. Scroll all the way down, and at the bottom right hand corner, we're going to click Submit. Membership plan details confirmation page. It will list out the primary / head of household. For this case, it's Jason. It's going to tell you the plan that you're enrolling him in and their monthly contribution, their total monthly contribution. If Jason were to have a spouse on here and some kids, and for whatever reason you get to this point of the application, and let's say the spouse, you don't want her on the policy anymore, all you'd have to do is click this little red X next to their name and it'll automatically take them out. So let's say everything's good to go, click proceed to enroll. Mailing information. Is your mailing address different than the one you have already provided? It is not. Click next. This is the authorization agreement for direct payment. You can, of course, you have 3 different options. For example, if this client wanted to pay with his credit card, he could just come in here and enter in his credit card information. But we'll say that he is going to write a paper check. He's a little old school. This is where he would have to mail it to. Click next. Altrua Health shares acknowledgments. Of course, I'm not going to read word for word, but I do highly encourage you to go over this with your clients when you're on the phone with them or in front of them physically. Click next. Altrua Health shares statement of standards. You should all be very familiar with this. Of course, share this with your clients as well, and they should be as well. Click next. Altrua Health share commitments. These are instructions on how the membership escrow account works and how the needs are paid. Altrua Health share medical releases. If it applied to this client, it would ask for additional information, and that's when you would put that information in there. Altrua Health share application checklist. I have completed the application in its entirety. It will not allow you to get to this point if you haven't, honestly. We'll click for gold, and I authorize a one-time payment, non-refundable donation of $25. This is the client signature page. So, if you get a client enrolled on an Altrua Health Share plan before the 20th of the month, so for example, today is January 10th, 2017. If I were to enroll a client, we can come in here and give them a 2/1 or a 3/1 effective date. And that's if you get it in before the 20th of the month. So let's say that his coverage will start 2/1/2017. And we're going to be signing this as an AHS representative. And yes, I do have the permission of my client to enroll him in this plan. My name is Ha Sharifi. This is going to be a little tricky to sign this, but try to make it look as pretty as possible. It is a lot easier on an iPad and or tablet. Once you've signed it, click save in the bottom left hand corner. And then at the bottom right hand corner, we're going to click submit. All right, as you saw, super simple to use, super easy. Congratulations, you're done. Your membership application has been approved. Congratulations, Jason Test. Now you have coverage starting February 1st of 2017. It will let you know the type of plan you enrolled him in, the effective date, their total monthly contribution, and the head of household. I do suggest you print this out as the agent and keep it for your own records. Once you've printed it out, scroll down to the bottom and click home. And this is going to take you back to the broker portal. And we just enrolled Jason Test. As you see, his date of birth, the zip code he's in, get quotes. He is enrolled and approved. For whatever reason, if you ever want to come in here and just get some quick member info on Jason Test, click this button. And it's going to open up this window. It's going to include his name, membership type, monthly contribution, and just some basic contact information. Click cancel. Alrighty. So now that we're done with that, if you guys have any questions over anything I went over, please feel free to reach me at 800-388-8342, and my extension is 337, or just shoot me an email at Haas, H-A-S, @GordonMarketing.com. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day.